Welcome to the Looneyballooney Learning Center. Another week live with me, Tess, and the amazing man behind the camera is my handsome husband.
Handy Dandy Randy.
There you go. That's a good name for you. My husband Randy's behind the camera, everyone. Say hi.
Hi.
We're so glad to have you with us for yet another week of crazy shenanigans.
Why can't I? What's going on? Well, two people are here.
Hi, who we got? Randy can't get in the room.
I can't get in the room.
We'll see how it's going. Make sure you say hi and do your little check-in. This is the last Wednesday of the month, our short month of February.
Short month.
It is a short month. It went by way too fast. And I want a do-over. How about you?
I can't get in the room.
That's weird. Is the laptop going in the room?
I don't know.
I hope you had an amazing week. I've been seeing all the pictures come up. I haven't had much time to be in the room, in the freebie chat room, and chatting with everybody and commenting, but I've seen quite a bit of it go up, and I am so impressed. You guys are doing amazing work out there. The balloon industry is so lucky to have you all, that you're so eager to learn and all that great stuff, but really great work. A special mention to Maureen, my mentee. She did an amazing job this weekend on her projects. And loving it. Absolutely loving it.
So Danny's here.
Hi, Danny.
Paulina.
Hi, Paulina. How are you? From Jersey.
Shauna.
Shauna from Texas.
From Texas.
Hi, Shauna. How are you? And how's baby Freya? And Hadley? I hope you're all doing. Hi, Khadija.
Jennifer Nunez.
Jennifer Nunez out of Tallahassee, Florida.
Danny from Philly.
Hi. Yes, we said Danny already. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Maria. Oh my God.
Maria's here from Mississauga. Hi. I've missed you. I've seen the messages come through after the fact. But it's nice to see you. I know your Wednesdays are crazy with the kids.
Christina.
Hi, Christina. We had our wonderful call last night with Christina. She was our December winner for our giveaway. Like I was saying, tonight's our last night. And Christina and I, we had such an amazing chat. But I have to ask you, Christina, I need your memory for a minute. I know in our conversation, I said I would do something for you in the live tonight. And I have not had a chance to go back, and I can't remember what it was. Can you remind me in the chat about what it was I said I would show you tonight? And I will. I just have totally spaced and forgotten what it was I was supposed to do for you. See, I need to take notes. Hi, Trish. Hi, Shanna.
Oh, my goodness. We got
Jessica from North Carolina. That's my daughter's name. Hi, nice to have you with us.
Navarro. We have... I am so sorry, everyone. I could not. My phone wouldn't let me in.
Is it in now?
I'm in.
We have to do a lot of apologizing tonight. I may be not quite myself. I've had some sort of a bug that bit my hand today.
We're thinking a spider.
We're thinking it was a little spider in the house. We didn't find a carcass. I didn't see it happening. I just felt it, and then my whole arm has been swollen. You can even see I had a longer shirt on, and it's still creased from being swollen. And the medication's got me a little off my rocker, more so than normal. Right, Randy?
Yes.
So I apologize if I'm seeming a little weird. It's just I have quite a bit of allergies to different things. And for whatever reason, something in my hands, the swelling in my hand has gone down, just not in my arm yet. But it was interesting today. I'm very far behind. Things did not go today as planned. So
Trish is here.
Yes, I saw Trish come in.
Yeah, balloon leaf.
Oh, the 260. Yes. Okay, we can absolutely show you that. Not a problem.
The balloon leaf.
Or even, you know what?
Liverpool, Sandra's here.
Hi.
Liverpool, UK.
We have friends in Liverpool.
Amanda.
Very nice. Thank you for joining us. It's very late over there, so thank you. I know for a lot of people, being up that late is difficult, myself included. But tonight we are going to I told you we were going to shift now to Easter, and I tried to keep my promise today as much as I could, one-handed kind of sort of, which was interesting doing all this. But a cute little Easter basket. I thought it was cute. We're going to do ours tonight in white and pink shades, but I didn't have enough to do the sample and the work tonight in the same color scheme. So that works out great for you guys. You get to see multiple color schemes.
Oh my
Hi,
God, I love
Sandra.
this.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
11:05. Not too late. Oh, Sandra, you're a better person than me. Usually by 9 o'clock, this girl is like in bed and not talking to anybody. So,
pardon me while I go and get my old man glasses.
oh, you've got to step out for a second. All right. Not a problem. It's cute, right, Trish? I thought it was really cute. You can see the basket weave back here just a little bit better. But I thought it would be really cute. And it's your imagination on this all the way. I'm going to show you how to make the basket and the handle. This here, I ran out. Can you tell? It's been a day. I didn't have enough 160s in yellow, so you don't see it, right? I show you guys, but we're all friends here. We're all family. So it's hidden in the back here, kind of, sort of, but you got the idea. I thought I would do to look like the woven, and then the top is just a straight braid. I thought it'd be really cute.
Marlene, I love those chickens.
I know. Hi, Marlene. Nice to see you. How's Maurizio? Glad to have you back. I missed you. I think it was last week you weren't here, or was it the week before that? So they're all blending together, but in a really good way.
The garland behind you is beautiful.
Yes.
That's the one that we made for Sunday's webinar.
This was the grand finale for Sunday's webinar, was we taught this garland, and it's in the random pattern. And so I taught the theory and how to do the random. So yeah, we figured it was a suggestion within the group on Sunday, which was amazing. We ended up with 15 people. So it was awesome. Yeah. And someone suggested we leave it up for the live this week. So we did.
Sharita's here.
Hi, Sharita. How are you, hon?
Elizabeth
Spratley. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
All sorts of people. And
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Paulina, it was.
Yep.
I love this color scheme. Blue and purple are sort of my favorite colors, and not together. I'm not a huge fan of them together, but separately. So this is the same color as we do for one of our local high schools. We do it every year, and it's one of my favorite.
Oh, Christy Poivison's here.
Hi, Christy. How are you? I have to write you back, but thank you for getting back to me. I'm sure you've got a lot on your plate, but it's so good to see you here. I'm so glad.
Race Girl Michelle's here. Tracy
Hi.
Cook from Virginia, Richmond, Virginia.
Wow.
And Shanna Davis, that is a boxwood backdrop.
Yes, this is boxwood. It's plastic. You can pull off the pieces and then put them back on again. There's little cups that you fit them in, but they work. I love it. This is 5 years old. It's been out so many times and it still looks great. This is one that can go outside because it's plastic, right?
Yes,
and the air blows through it.
And it's been in the rain.
It's been in the rain. It's seen some stuff. It's seen some stuff, but it's all good. Hi, Maurizio. I read your message. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm happy that you guys are learning together. It makes my little heart sing. Yes, Trish, we're gonna have fun on Sunday. I'll be messaging you tomorrow with some details. Love the purples. Yay! Hi, Tammy Lynn. How are you? I've missed seeing your face. All right. So we're ready to get started. I just want, for the ones who came in just a little bit later, please forgive me. I had some sort of an insect bite. We think it's a spider in my hand today, and it's still swollen. And the more I do, it swells back up. And my arm got a bit swollen. And I'm a little off my rocker because I had to take some medicine to help with it. And
Shanna.
Shanna.
You need some more garlic in your life to help with that blood pressure.
You need a chill pill is what you need. You rest, you recuperate, you take a deep breath.
It's called THC.
Yeah. But yes, please take care of yourself. That's concerning. If it gets worse, I hope you're planning on going to the doctor.
Yes.
Shanna's my mentee, so I get to boss her around. But yes, I'm glad you're here. But like seriously, if you need to go and lie down and relax, I fully understand.
Yeah, Danny, that grass wall is heavy. That's why she has me here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're heavy to get up. I can do it on my own. I'm just not very happy when I have to do it.
Ooh.
Get off your feet. Yes. Yeah. Just came from work. I'm imagining she just came. Or the doctors. What's going on?
Cardiologist.
Oh. No. That's Shanna that's saying cardiologist. Shanna just came from. I wouldn't. Aw, Shanna. I love you just so much. Yes, scam reminder. So Shanna out in Utah, Shanna Peterson Davis wrote to me today and told me a terrifying story that she has said I can share with you tonight. We all have to be very careful of scammers out there in our personal life, but also in our business life. And this is something I have seen multiple times. Unfortunately, Shanna's not the first, and I probably should have had this conversation with y'all earlier on. Be very wary of people that want to pay you full upfront and a little extra. Okay, because Shanna almost got scammed. She was very good to listen to her intuition, her gut. The red flags were coming up. And so someone hired her to do, I think it was 10 garlands, if I remember correctly, and paid her in full upfront, even though she only asked for 50%, and sent her an e-check, and she went to the bank. The account it was drawn on was not only closed, obviously she couldn't cash it, so she went to the police station, reported it, which is an amazing thing to do. That's being a good citizen. Unfortunately, the police, I think, are getting so overwhelmed with all these scammers. They don't take it as seriously as we would like them to, but we have to understand that there's, people in mortal danger. So I guess in relativity, we've got to, but they did take a report and everything. So watch, just be very careful. Check out the venue. She did the right thing. She asked her pictures at the venue or a site visit. They're like, no. She asked for the phone number. They're like, no, let's keep it here for ease of communication, which I do. I like to keep it there. But if your client is saying that, that's a different thing. So watch for those red flags. Luckily, I think she said she only lost $2.50. And that's amazing. But be very careful, because then what they do is they're like, oh, I sent you too much. Can you send it back to me? And you send it back to them because you're a fine, upstanding citizen. And then their check bounces. If she was just to deposit as normal and not question at the bank teller, she could have just deposited normal. It takes, 3 to 5 business days to come back as a return check. She could have sent that all off already. And so she would have been out half the money. So good job, Shanna, for identifying it. Thank you for sharing with our group. Everyone, take it as a word of warning. They are out there and they are targeting us. Sometimes we don't understand the scam, but there's something in it for them. And what Randy and I have found, I never understood, the cloning scams that they do on Facebook. They take your name and then they start messaging people in your... I never quite understood what they got out of that. But Randy and I, now on the business end of it, what I have realized is a lot of times what they do is they clone your Facebook page. They join groups like our balloon group, and then they start spamming with advertisement or these other scams within the group. You all think they're safe because we vetted them, but then the next day they change everything to become this scammy kind of business, and then they try. The thing with our group, Randy and I work tirelessly to keep it safe for you guys. We have a visual on everyone that wants to join. We ask the questions. If people don't answer the questions, that's fine. But you need to know, if you're not answering the questions, we are deep searching your Facebook, which we do anyways. There's a lot of things that we on the back end get to see that you might not necessarily know. We get to see what other groups you're part of. We get to see how many friends you have, when you started on Facebook. So the ones that started like 4 weeks ago, they tend to not get approved. And then on the other side of that, every post has to come to us to be approved before we put it out there. So no spamming, no selling, none of that, because we're very cautious with it. But then a lot of times what they'll do is they'll slide into comments and start like that. But Randy and I are very much on top of it, and we delete them right away. So that's what we do to try and keep you guys safe. But if you hear of any other scams like Shanna just went through, let me know, because knowledge is power. If we can put it out there that, hey, watch out for this, especially in certain areas, they tend to target certain more. We can do our due diligence and let our people know. Okay. We have an amazing community here, and we want to keep it pure. And we are a group of helping each other, which I can't even tell you. I'll cry if I think about it too much, because it just makes me so happy what we've created. We want to make sure it stays that way.
Yeah, and another one that I want to mention that happens to us and has happened since we've had Facebook businesses and stuff like that. Meta is going to take down your... Never click on those. Just
never.
Because if you look at it, people get freaked out when they see Meta is going to take down. It's in big bold letters, but then you look at the name, and it's some rando name.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they do with those cloned accounts.
Yeah, and it's not real. Anytime that says Meta's going to take down your page, no, they're not.
No.
They're going to email you first. They're actually they're not going to send you a message through Messenger.
No, it's going to be an email, and it's going to look really legit, and it's probably not going to give you clickable links. It's going to tell you you've been shut down for violation, which none of us really should. Okay, like this. You should just be able to know that you're working within the parameters of what you're supposed to, and all that other stuff is just BS, and delete it. If you're working in the gray area and that's a possibility, or you're saying now, all the political posts and everything, they're getting shadow banned. So just watch out for that stuff. If
not even anymore. There's no more shadow banning.
There's not?
There's no banning on Meta. The only thing that you can't promote is drugs or alcohol on Meta.
Really? They've gotten rid of all that.
Drugs, alcohol, and porn.
Okay.
Those are the three things that you still can't do
Cardinal
on Meta.
sins. But okay, so the lesson of the day is just be careful. If you've got something you're not sure of, you want our eyes on it, please copy it and send it to us, and we'll take a look at it and tell you if we think it's real or not. Well, we could be your big brothers and sisters and look out for you guys too.
Yeah. How long have we been running businesses on Facebook?
Since
20 years?
Yeah. Well, we've been Looneyballooney's been around for 5, and then in Hawaii another about 15 years.
15, 16 years.
So yeah. So anyways, let's get on to brighter and happier things. Just know if my hand's not cooperating, I'm not responsible for what might come out my mouth. That's all I'm saying. I'm extremely frustrated with it, to say it mildly. Anyways, so let's start with your basket. Obviously bottomless, but all it is 3 chains of 10 Link-O-Loons. So, I'm so disorganized.
Oh my goodness, my mic wasn't even on.
Oh, Randy. Are they all like, can't hear you?
Nope.
Okay. Right, Tammy? I've said that all along. All along. All right, so for this size, now this is a really good example of you can scale this process all the way up to being like a big one that you could use as a photo backdrop, which is what I want to do this year. I want to do one maybe for the city like that. But so you can scale it up. It all depends on the size of your Link-O-Loons that you blow them up to. For our reasoning tonight, these are getting on the Legenda a 0.9, which is a 4, maybe 4 1/4 inch. 4 is what I, right? Maybe 4 1/2. Something like that. But I mentioned I'm a little out of it. And the medication makes me a little sleepy.
Yes, I have given her
Antihistamine.
I was going to say depressants?
No.
Inflammatories? Antihistamines.
Antihistamines. But
oh, look, they heard me. Awesome.
oh, that's good. Thanks, Danny. Who's that saying they got a messenger like that?
Trish.
Trish, yeah.
I just delete them right away. I don't even read them.
Yeah. We just get rid of them. And, you know, the other thing, too, use your common sense. If the grammar's not right, if there's spelling, or it's a lot of times it'll be translated from another language, so it's not translated in how you would speak. It's more off.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Shanna, she's doing 10 balloons.
Yeah. Thank you.
I got you back, babies.
Shanna, do you have a blood pressure cuff at home? How many have I done?
And
Hold on.
3 rows of
2,
10, yeah.
4, 6, 8, 9. Yes, it's 3 rows of 10. And I'm sorry, I should have had some of this made up in advance, but
I was medicating her.
yes. Randy just told me, my mom just came in the group, so Mom, if you hear what we're talking about, I had a bug sting my hand today, and it's been an allergic swelling reaction, so don't get upset. It's fine. I'm fine, but a little out of it. Randy gave me medication.
The size of the Link-O-Loons that we're using
These are 6 inch.
6.
By Sempertex, and this is, I'm using white. Ah! I figured it would show up better on here, on the dark cloth. She's checking it all the time. Okay. How long has it been like that? I'm just,
Blowing up Link-O-Loons and just asking the pertinent questions.
well, I'm worried about her now.
Blow up to what size? We're blown up to 4 inch.
4.5 inch.
4.5.
And don't forget, when you're doing Link-O-Loons and you measure them, you measure here, not here, right? So for all my new people, when you like a typical 11-inch balloon or 5-inch balloon, when you're using your sizer, you would measure this way, right? You're not going to do that. You're going to measure this way. And you can see it's on this one, a 1/2 inch difference, okay? So always from tip to neck for Link-O-Loons.
Denise would be so proud.
There you go. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. If you ever get to the point where you feel like you want to go and test for your Master Balloon Professional or MVP from Sempertex, that is something that could and probably will be on the exam. So I know it was for me. That's how you do it.
And if you want to go to, I don't know, say Nozzle Up with Tess, she can help you before you want to go.
Yeah, and get you ready for the test.
Get you ready for the
2,
test.
4, 6, 8, 9.
Where did you get the cute chick balloons?
I got those from one of my local distributors.
Bargain balloons?
No, SKS.
SKS.
And I've got to try. They're called Chickies, and they're made by
Anagram?
There's no logo, just a UPC code.
Here, I'll take a look at the top.
Yeah, there's an item number on the back of the one butt. Ooh, chicken butt. Ah. Sorry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go.
Anagram balloons made in Milton Keynes, England.
Oh, okay. So they are anagrams. So, but the only one I could find that had them was my local licensed balloon you have to have a business license distributor.
Amstel.
From my local distributor, where you have to have a business license in order to buy from them. There we go. Oh.
Melanine, why do you wrap the necks twice to tie?
Oh, okay. So I always, in order to get them tight, the thing with Link-O-Loons, you don't want them sloppy next to each other. You want them to be as tight as you can get together. So I do my crisscross applesauce round and around twice to keep them tight, and then you tie them off. Now, if you are going to go through and cut off all these necks, you would have to tie it a second time, or else they'll come undone and you'll lose one of them. And then you could go through and cut off the excess. We're going to be hiding the excess with our little baubles, so I'm not too worried about that. And the other thing with Link-O-Loons, you always tie neck to tip. You don't go tip to tip and you don't go neck to neck. It has to be a chain that way. The way they blow up, if you do it the opposite way, you can really see. One, there's tip to tip, you have less of a knot in there, so they're tighter together. And so you want, again, if you're going to test, that's how they make you do it.
It also throws off how a structure comes together.
Yes.
So if you tie tip to tip, it'll not stretch as much as if tying tip to neck.
Right.
Because
see how it elongates, right? So you can get a longer stretch. These are sort of like building blocks in the balloon world. You can use them to make structures. And Randy's made a couch.
they're my cinder blocks.
Right. Randy used to be a concrete guy before I got a hold of him. And
Millie's here.
hi, Millie. Okay.
From Cali.
I wanna really quickly, I know I'm in the middle of doing this, but just show them. Guess what's going in the mail tomorrow? All of our aprons. I have to thank you guys. When we announced last week that we would do this, man, my heart, I couldn't handle it. You all just showed up. We've got, what, 12 in here, Randy, that are going out. We are, for people who had already sent us donations, they're in here if you've sent us a donation. Except for Maria, because I gave you one when you came to help. You've already got an apron. And so anyways, we've got them all done. They're going to the post office tomorrow to go out in the mail. And so what that is about, if you're new and you weren't here, if you want one of our Looneyballooney Learning Center aprons, if you make a donation of $20 or more, we send you a free apron.
Yes. So how it goes is on the bottom where you can type into chat the comments, there's a thing that looks like a chain, and then all you got to do is press it and it will lead you to the links for donation. I got Canada, US, and UK. So you can go there, donate, and we will
ship you an apron.
Yeah, doesn't matter if you're in the EU, UK.
Yep.
If you need one for Australia, message us. I'll get out to Australia too.
Yep.
So.
But we really appreciate Randy's again made me notes. Hold on. This week for donations, Angie. Is Angie here?
Yes.
Angie, I didn't know. Randy told me after our chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Millie, you are amazing. We really appreciate it. Carletta, Audrey Frowner. Is Audrey in here tonight?
I'm not sure.
Seen her. Maureen sent us a little something, something. Elise and Christina. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
So Elise.
We love it. And be on the watch for your aprons to come in.
Yeah.
They are coming snail mail though.
Yeah, to keep costs down, they are coming snail mail.
Oh, someone,
Lou Bright.
Lou Bright. Nice to have ya. Whew. England's staying up late tonight.
Yeah, Manchester. But yeah, Elise, we did get you, and so you got one coming.
Yes. The one I need was
Angie.
Angie, if you're on here, you're the only one, for whatever reason, our system did not capture your address.
She got to the old one before I set up the new one.
So can you please message me your address? You're the only one I need it for. So
yeah,
if you don't mind, that would be great. I want to get those out tomorrow morning.
We also want to get all of the Looneyballooney aprons out there, so everyone will go, where'd you get that?
Yes.
So, I mean, come on, UK, US, we got to get through all the states, Louisiana,
Trying to
Florida.
get the word out there. Okay. Moving on to the next thing. See how that's how I tell them to be quiet. Time out. Okay, so I'm going to do the little 5-inchers that are the little bobbles, connection points. Okay, so I say it every week. I need a bigger. I have the legenda on a 0.2. Like seriously, that's the max. It's like 1.5 inch maybe. Oh no, bigger than that. 2 inch.
2.5.
2.5 inch. Okay, but you're not going to leave it like that. You're going to tie it up near the neck, right? And this one we're splitting. Okay, wrap that around, and you just make the two. They go around your little.
I'm going to get in closer.
See? So I put it through, and then I spun them just like that so that they're locked in. And you can see now that hides the ugly bits, right? But what that does is it holds it firm. It's not going to look firm at first, but it will, I promise. Okay, so this is a great time for questions. Who's got, doesn't have to be about this. Any questions? Because I just have to sit here. Aw, thanks, Trish. You're so amazing. Maria, I tell everybody about you. Aw, you're so sweet.
What do you stink at, Shanna? The
little
splitting?
kidney pearls? Or can you? I can't think. Yes, I do too. And I'm not a huge fan of them, but for this,
I'm really good at them.
Yeah, no, you're not, because you can't get this to wrap right around again. The tiny ones like that. Oh God, y'all, you might want to get a glass of wine and catch up with me because my brain.
What sizes are those ones? Those were.
So these were 2.5 inch, and then and you split it in half, as close to half as you can. Okay. But they're really cute.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of doing this, but
Christina, the certification for MVP.
yeah.
I forgot to mention this. We got sidetracked. Sorry, Christina. No, it's not done in Ontario.
No.
You would have to go to Europe is the easiest way to get it, over in Belgium. Or
Come with me to Nozzle-Up. They're going to be testing at Nozzle-Up for it in October in the Netherlands. Eindhoven, the Netherlands.
Oh, why are freestanding garlands called freestanding garlands when clearly they're connected to something?
But they're not connected to the wall. So they stand on their own. That's why.
Yeah.
They're not hanging on the wall. They're not connected to any sort of permanent structure other than your own stand, right? So they're freestanding. They're away from the wall. You can place them wherever. And I love my freestanding garlands. I sell a lot of them. Use the twist you taught us to go around. Yes, Shanna, I saw that message today, and I wanted to talk to you about that today. I would say no. I've never done it, and I would say I think you're going to really struggle with it. Because how do you get the pole in the middle of that? It's not going to. What you would have to do is mount it in front of the pole. Stick it on the front of the pole, and or one on the front, one on the back if it was going to be like a 360, and sort of sandwich the pole in between. But the actual twisting to put the pole in there is not going to work because you can't. It's such a tight core. Like the top yellow piece on our basket is that technique done with one less set of 260s. And I was thinking about that as I was working on it. There's no way you could fit a pole up in the middle of that. It would be all wonky. If you figure out a way to do it, let me know. but I tried to rack my brain today to think of how that would be, and I just can't.
Sandra asks, are there any tricks to splitting small balloons in half? I never get them even.
Yeah, so it's a little trick, but so once you've got it tied off, as you can see, I'm just making a little pile here. So I sort of take the top and the bottom, because you can see the bottom's got especially when they're this small, and like press them together. And then before you make the final spin, you can sit here and adjust how much air. See, I can make this one really small by pushing on it, or, you know, okay, this one is too small now, so I would, okay, this one's too small, but it's not firmly twisted yet, so I could push on the left side there to get more air over. So if it's coming out lopsided, untwist it to the point where you can shove air into the other side. It's not a very scientific solution, but it works. Okay, and then you just wrap the neck around to make it hold.
Elise says, question about using balloons on grass. Which brand would be best to use on grass?
Tough Tex. Although I've never had, I can't say that. I think once I've had a balloon pop because we put it down on a sharp piece of grass blade. But we do it all the time with Sempertex, and they're fine.
Yeah. It's just sometimes they'll pop, sometimes they won't.
Yeah. Just take a couple extras. Don't stress over it too much. Take a couple extras. If they pop, then you just replace it. But it's the luck of the draw. It's how long until the last time they've cut the grass. It's how dry it's been out. There's a lot of factors that are out of your control that would play into that.
Yeah.
So try not to stress too much about it.
If there's stickers in the ground or thistle or... Because I said something down on the ground, didn't notice this piece of thistle sticking up.
Yep.
And pop.
Yeah.
Millie, general question. How do you store your latex balloons long term?
Long term in a Ziploc bag with a couple holes punched in it. My day-to-day balloons that I use every day, we have these bins that we bought from Uline. I have this size and then a bigger size. I don't have one here that we use, and I love them. They work really well because I'm picking from them almost every day. No, every day, multiple times a day. What am I saying? That this works for us. But if it's long term, yeah, Ziploc bags. Get like a single hole punch like 2 holes in it so it has some air, and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
You could also, like, some people put them in the freezer. The balloons take the cold quite well. You just have to let them really warm up before you use them. Don't try and use them while they're still kind of frigid. But
Yeah.
they'll stay really well out in the cold.
Yeah. There's one lady here from, who was it? From Jamaica.
Yes.
She stores her balloons in the freezer.
Yep.
To keep them fresh.
And in that kind of a climate, I would agree with that, 100%. Unless you have a fully AC'd studio or something that they'll be fine.
Christina wants to show us how you tie 5-inchers.
Oh.
I think. That's what it said.
Okay. One quick second. Let me just get some of these on here, and then I'll show you.
And Danny, do you know the technique where the pole appears where it goes through a large balloon? Actually,
Yes, we've taught that already.
we taught that already. It is actually in our
YouTube.
library on our YouTube channel, where it's
called beads.
beads. It's the bead technique, and we did that for Halloween.
Yeah. Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving. Early October, we did it.
Yes.
Or even September.
But it had us doing,
Maureen asked us to do that.
yep.
Okay, so as you're putting your little duplets on here, it's gonna really make your circle go wonky. Just please don't worry about it. Don't futz with it. Just keep going. It'll all come together when we tie it together.
Angela Maria from Virginia.
Hi. How are ya?
After you blow them up.
The 5 inches after you, yeah. Okay, just one quick second. I just want to see how many more I need to do. Lots and lots.
Not so much.
I need 30 of these guys. Now, who out there is absolutely gobsmacked, for my British ladies, that I am not cutting off my necks, I'm putting them in, right? What's my favorite saying in the whole entire world?
Clean up your mechanics.
Clean up your mechanics. But they're all going to be inside, you won't see them. So, there's a little asterisk beside that rule, I guess.
Yeah, plus sometimes when you're doing these, you need that to help with.
All right, so to answer, it was Christina that asked for 5 inches?
Yes.
So okay, doesn't matter if I have more or less in there. All of mine, if I'm tying a single, I make my finger into like a C and allow it to pull up so I get it max tight, okay? The other thing I do to get proper color distribution through your whole balloon, if you have a balloon, say, especially like the Link-O-Loons, they have a longer neck on them, or some of the new brands, Prima, Decomex, they have the longer neck. And what you want to do is push it further down on your nozzle on your pump. That will allow the air to go right in and to be the right color. When I'm doing these, because I know I'm going to split them, but say, for example, I've got the neck up here too far now. If I just did this and I filled it up, that's what that looks like now, right? So, and you see when I, look at the difference. Icky, better.
That's my word.
Icky, yeah, Do you want me to explain for the folks?
No, absolutely not.
Well, now I have to.
She was dying.
I was choking. I was upstairs in our bedroom, and I was eating something, and I started choking. I've been doing that lately. And Randy's down in the kitchen, so we're in a 2-story, and he yells up. He has the fortitude to yell, "Are you okay?" And I yell down, "No, I'm not." And he just ignores me and keeps on cleaning. He heard me. He can't say he didn't hear me. He heard me. He just thought, oh, if she's talking, she's okay, even though I said no. And he comes up finally, like 10 minutes later.
Not even.
Yeah, yes, because you finished doing all the dishes. And he
I
comes
did
into
not
the bedroom,
finish.
and he's like, "So are you okay or what?" And I'm like, "No, thanks to you. I was choking. I said no." And he goes, "Well, my hands were icky. I didn't want to come up." Oh, he will never live that down. I'm like, "Oh, okay, icky hands versus choking to death. Okay, I get it. You're uncomfortable with icky fingers. I'll just sit here and wait." Oh, he got picked on so hard for that one.
And I'm getting relentlessly picked on in the comments.
Men. Right? Yeah. That's
husbands, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And now Mom knows about it, so you're in real trouble.
She might be asleep by now.
No.
She fell asleep the last time.
That's true. No, she didn't fall asleep. She was eating her dinner.
Probably eating dinner right now. Let's see.
Shanna, we love you, Randy. See? I keep joking with him Wednesday night. He loves being here because all of his girlfriends show up for him.
Wow, I have more than one wife now giving me crap. Yay!
Bring it on, ladies. Bring it on. And gentleman Mauricio, you can pick on him too.
Yeah. Shauna from Texas asks, what states don't you have on the map? We haven't been tracking, but I think
I have upstairs Delaware. We don't have, and North Dakota. I think we've got South Dakota. I don't think we've got North Dakota or South Dakota.
Yeah.
Or,
got plenty from Louisiana,
yeah.
Mississippi,
Kentucky, Oklahoma. We've got quite a few in Oklahoma.
New Hampshire.
Okay, here's a better question for Randy. If you had to say what state has the most amount of members in it?
Texas and Florida.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
And then Louisiana's next.
I would say Texas is number one.
Yeah.
But all right. Any other questions? Mom's in you. I am watching you, Randy.
All right, Lou Bright signing out. It's almost 12 a.m. here.
Yes.
Well, you
can watch it on the replay.
You can watch it on the replay, and also, if you want to, you can sign up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. We're trying to get monetized over there. I say it every week. I'm sorry. I'm going very a little slower than I would have liked to have been tonight. We'll blame Randy for that too.
No.
That's me. It's a bitsy spider.
Something. I definitely wasn't wasp.
I'm allergic to hornet stings, bee stings. Bad. Like I have an EpiPen. So sometimes other bugs will get me going too, but I didn't have breathing issues today, thank God. It's just swelling. Can't take me anywhere.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, like and subscribe to our channel, right? And also, we do want to get, like I said, our aprons over there. So if you want to donate,
yeah, that would be wonderful.
20 pounds.
I just realized I still haven't told Christina how to tie off this thing. So the way I do it is I put my fingers all the way around, right? Kind of pull up, cinch it down. Then I use my index and thumb to hold it, come around my middle finger and down through. Super cinchy for me. And that's how I do those all the time. But I very rarely do single balloons. So I would, if I'm doing two, it's always going to be the crisscross applesauce and around, and then a single, I tie it off single. Okay. I hope that helps.
Tough Texas has a giveaway, Shanna says.
Really?
Yeah. And Peter's birthday is March 1st.
Yay!
Happy early birthday, Peter.
Happy early birthday, yes.
If you buy at least $50 with their balloons on Toyland, you get a chance to enter.
Nice. Gotta love that. Take advantage of those guys. Try it.
Melissa's here.
Hi, Melissa. How are you? Nice to have you on. And don't forget, make sure you put where you're tuning in from. If you're doing it here on the live, you get 2 entries into our monthly drawing. Tonight's the last night for the month of February because it blew by like crazy.
It's kind of
Tomorrow,
a short month.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be doing the live, or it won't be live. Tomorrow I'll do the video of drawing the next person who's won. Christina and I, we talked for what, an hour and a half, hour 45 last night? It was great. It's such a wonderful conversation. And she even taught me how to say something in Polish.
Trish's anniversary is on Saturday.
Happy anniversary. How many years?
Emily, you got to post last week's homework. Well, do it right now.
Oh, yeah. Get it in. Hey, Trish, can I share your good news with everybody? I understand if you're not telling everybody yet.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Pressure.
No, I know. I get it. She can just say not yet. And I'd be like, oh, no problem. I get you. But
Paulina, another Polish
Yes,
queen.
yeah.
Utah. More people from Utah. Several people from Utah.
Ah,
And Peter, it's a chance to win a one-on-one with Tess.
yes, the one-on-one video call for 1 hour, but it never lasts an hour. It's always longer because we chit-chat like crazy. And we talk about anything balloon or world, whatever you want to talk about. I'll teach you whatever you want to learn if it's long as I can do it within like the hour and a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say that now. We've got gentlemen in the group.
Yeah. We are on Instagram.
Danny, you bought a van.
What?
Woo! Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
She is stepping it up.
Sure. Okay. Trish says I can tell. Trish messaged me. She is going to be a first-time grandmother. I'm so excited for her. Yay, Trish. Really, that's truly the best thing. I love to hear that. So, yes, and can I tell the gender? There's all the good news going on. All right. So this is the tricky bit in all this. So we'll get back to chatting here in a minute. What you want to do is put down your first layer. Make sure everything is sort of the way you want it to set up. It won't stay that way, but it helps to start off well. I take my 260, take all the air out of it, tie it off, loop it around. You can tie it to one of the top on the bottom layer. So for this one, I have tied into here. We're going to go top, 2, and we're going to stagger it so it's like brickwork, right? So when you come up, you're going to come, I like to come behind and around the top one, okay? And then you feed it back down and go down. I'm doing this without any eyes on it, guys, so please bear with me. Then you come down and down around that first one. You want to pull it tight, but not too tight, okay? Because if you pull it too tight, you're going to see your 260 in there. Okay? The first little bit is really crazy, and you're going to be like, Tess, and you're going to call me an awful name and say, why did you ever ask me to do this? Because it's really fiddly, okay? But you can't pull it too tight, pardon me. So you're coming down. Okay, you could even do it to the bottom if you wanted to on that one. We're going to let that go back. We're going to get our next 260. Do you see it coming together? So you're looping around this one and this one, or this one and this one. I kind of like it over these two. You don't have as much of a travel. Okay, so I'm going to go again and put this around. I'm going to do the top one because I ended on the bottom and I don't want too much around one. They're small. Okay, so then I'm going to come down around. Now, if you see the 260s, don't stress about it yet, okay? We'll fix those up when we tidy everything. So down, around that one, around the bottom, okay? Around, this one,
How's that nose doing, my love?
great. Drippy nose as always.
We got to keep all the windows and doors to the garage
Open, and then I end up with drippy nose. Well, because I get hot too, right? All right. People out there in the world are going to know all my problems.
That's okay.
TMI.
A lot of them stem from me.
Yes.
Hi.
No comment.
Because I got icky hands.
Sorry. Oh yeah. So she went ahead and told everyone, yes, it's a girl. I'm so excited. So I'm just zigzagging up and down. Now, you're watching me do this, and I've planted it in your head that we're making a basket, but what else could this be? If you think about it.
I'm not going to answer it. I usually try to answer it, but I'm not going to answer it because I know.
Yes. Okay, then I'm going to just come back up and leave that in between so that I can, you want to pull that straight there, fella? Thank you. So I can come up and catch the next one, the first round.
Shanna
Yes,
got it right.
Shanna, you got it. It's the same thing.
Everybody's going cake, cake,
Cake, cake. Cake sounds good. Except I'm trying to...
Shot, 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 shot. Yeah.
Don't start with that.
Yes, birthday cake.
Yes.
Imagine making this with 12-inch Link-O-Loons.
Be great. Be easier than this. I'm like, oh, I'll make it smaller, make my life easier. Yeah, right.
Ha ha ha, Randy. Shot, shot.
Yeah. Any other American Dad fans out there? We watch every night to go to sleep by. We watch American Dad. We've seen every episode probably about 100 times. Like seriously, we've been together
A long
time, and every night since we made it official.
I like the idea of shots.
Melanie, you just became my favorite.
Susan from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh in the house.
Hi, Susan. How are you this week? Nice to have you in.
2 people from PA.
Danny and
Susan.
and 3, because so is Randy.
Yeah. But I'm from the northern part of
North
PA.
Central Pennsylvania.
North Central PA.
All right.
I saw a cute bunny for Easter. Maureen will send it to you.
All right.
I'm trying to keep track of how you're doing it.
I know, and I'm just trying to get it done because I feel like I'm holding them up.
But basically, you're just doing the zigzag pattern.
Yeah. Down and around 1, and then up and around 1. See? Ta-da! So that'd be a cute little cake, right? I'm not totally giving up on the hiding the mechanics. If it's showing, you have to like see like this. Please don't leave that. All right, so now I'm going to do the handle up and over.
Oh, they were in Hershey for a basketball championship.
Ah, yeah.
I used to go to Hershey when I was younger for wrestling championships.
There you go.
I was the big farm boys.
Did you go to the Hershey factory?
Oh yeah, I took the ride on the Hershey. Not that one. There's a little ride that
I know, I've been there. So in school, I remember, Mom, maybe you can remember too. We went down to the Hershey factory. We took the bus from here down to PA.
Really?
Yeah. I remember it distinctly.
Wow.
All right, so we're filling this up pretty much.
Scotland.
Whoa. Kristen Russell.
Kristen Russell.
Or Kirsten, it's Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you for joining. Whereabouts in Ireland? Or Scotland. Scotland. Sorry. Randy and I stayed for a month in Glasgow in 2019. We were there. We loved it. We went to Edinburgh and Inverness and Fort Williams and...
Fort William.
Huh?
Fort William.
William, yes, thank you.
We took the train.
And we missed going on the Harry Potter train by like a week. We were there a week before it opened. It's very upset about that. So I'm taking 160s. Where am I from originally? I am Canadian, born and bred here. My father is Polish, and my mother is Irish-Scotch, is my ancestry. Yes, and...
Okay. So Elise wants to know the difference between 160s and 260s. I can tell you that.
There you go.
160 is 1 inch in diameter. 260s are 2 inches in diameter, are rounds. Well, not around, but
This way.
diameter. Not circumference, diameter.
I always get that
And
wrong.
then 60 means 60 inches long, so 5 feet.
And there's 360s as well,
Yeah.
and 640s,
660.
660s with Link-O-Loon on them.
Yeah.
All right, I want to show you guys how I do this. So for my handle, it was just a straight up braid, like you're plaiting a pony's tail. Yes. Hey, Big D. I want your wife with me at Nozzle Up, and it would make me so happy if you both would come. You would keep Randy company too. So think about it. I really want her there, and I think you would have a blast too.
All right, so what are
You gotta come. That's what I'm saying.
What are you doing now?
Okay, so I'm making the handle. Tonight has become like off the rails. I'm doing just a simple braid, like but I tie it onto the nozzle of my, you can see that? It just holds it for me. Or I'll have Randy come hold it, one of the two. But if he's not around, this is how I do it.
Do you want me to hold it?
No.
Because I don't have Vicky hands, so.
This time.
Oh, she lives in Sterling. I didn't see the rest of it.
Oh.
Oh, no, Sandra lived in Stirling, Scotland. Daughter is still living there.
Oh, very cool. We have a lot of ties to Scotland with people. Inez, who's not here, but she's one of my mentees from Ontario. Her daughter is in school in Scotland, and her boyfriend is from Scotland. The daughter's boyfriend, not Inez's.
Kirsten, she's in Hamilton, 11 miles south of Glasgow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Would she be considered Glaswegian or no?
11 miles, not that far.
That's
I would
true.
say yes. I'm going to run out of room here in a second. All right, going to end it right about there. My scissors.
Let's see. Y'all go everywhere. Oh, jeez, man.
All right, so then I take my ends. I'm just going to come down around and lock it in and tie it. Mandy, are you dropping the ball in the messages?
The thing's doing something weird on
Okay.
here.
I'll take my next that I started with and do the same thing. And just tie it in. And look how cute that is, right?
Yeah.
And that's the basket.
Maria's going, if you don't have 160s, would you use 260s?
You can, but then you would want to scale up your size. So these at 4.5 inch, you would want to go to like a 6 inch or use a 12 inch Link-O-Loon and size down to like an 8. But that's going to be big. So that's why I chose to do the 160.
And then Christina, is it 260Q or 160? 260Q is the designation that
Qualitex used.
Yeah.
So the Q used to stand for Qualitex. So every manufacturer has a 160 and a 260, pretty much. Toughtex used to not. They've now, in 2024, they introduced 260s finally to their catalog. They do not have 160s that I have seen yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they just haven't made it up here yet. Sorry, just dropped right out of my head. What was the question?
260Q or 160?
Oh yeah, so the Q just meant Qualitex. So like Decomex has T160s. I don't know why they use the T designation. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, it's just a part of their product code. But Q specifically was for Qualitex that is no longer in business. Okay. So does everyone like the basket? Are you going to use it? Are you ready for your homework? We're going to do the distorted 5-inch flower for your homework. Because you loved the shamrocks last week, right? Everyone did so well, I figured you could love another little practice sesh with them. Or no. Okay, really quick. Do you want to do a small distorted flower like the... Hand it up, Randy. I'll let you guys decide. One of these, or do you want to learn how to do a twisted seashell for all your mermaid under the sea designs? So I could either teach you a seashell or this. So distorted or shell. Go.
Because you really got to concentrate on the distorted, and we really want your skills.
This is something that's hot right now. If you've been trying and practicing, that's great. Keep going. Maybe the shell is something different for you. Woohoo, I'm loving the distorted challenge. All right, flower matters.
Seashell.
Wait, seashell? I don't have a seashell on here, but I love the seashell.
Wow.
Pretty even split.
Distorted. Flower this week, then seashell, then shell another week.
Okay, hold on. It doesn't take me long to do a seashell. I'll whip one up so you understand what I'm talking about.
There's so many. Distorted, shell, distorted.
How many people do we have on tonight, Randy?
We've been up to 32, 33. A couple of people have had to drop off because it's late over in the UK.
Yes, understandably. And I hogged too much of the opening conversation about me.
Distorted flower wins.
Wins, okay. So then we'll do the seashell maybe next week. Whoop.
I hope to be as quick as Tess one day, Paulina says.
Comes with a lot of practice.
Christina, you are awesome, Tess. Did you?
I popped one. See, I was doing it too fast. So there's supposed to be another section in there that I just popped, but so just pretend like there's another petal in there, but that's the seashell, okay? I wouldn't use those are old chromes that I'm using up. All right, so distorted flowers are fun. I keep telling myself that.
Yeah, don't use the blue.
Yeah, no. All right, so learning distorted flowers, I've said this, I don't know how many times, I would encourage you to always start with the 5-inch flowers, okay? The 12-inch is a little bit more difficult. And and then I use 1/60 inside the 5-inch. The difficulty with the 12-inch, it's not difficulty. They're a little more cumbersome because they're bigger, right? So you have to put a little more muscle into it, but these are fun. So I'm taking 2.5 260 or two 260s and then a half of another one. I've made shorter versions, okay? I've cut them in half and then just tied off the one that had the empty end or the untied end. Then I'm gonna change my legenda.
Maria says, fun, question mark?
They are. Once you get them mastered, they're fun. Pre-stretch your 5-inch balloon. And I always, when I pre-stretch it, for me, it's not good enough to just blow it up. You'll see me, I'll do this. And what that does is it really stretches out the pores. Okay. Take your 160, fold it in half. Make sure it's not twisted. There's no kinks in it as much as you can. Okay. Because those kinks will kick the air back out at you and not inflate. I have my legenda set up at a 0.9. Which is about a 3 3/4 inch. And let some air out. You're going to fill it up to max again. Now, just be careful that you don't have too much of your white sticking out. Come on in, Randy, because this is the money shot. Okay, so you've got to hold that 160 inside with the air inside. It's a lot going on at once. And the trick is to get it on here, get a measured amount of air in the 160, which means you have to release your fingers just ever so slightly, because if you release them too much, everything's going to come out of here, but you need the air from the pump to go into the 160. Like that. Ah!
Oh no.
That's my grip strength in that hand.
Yeah.
All right. Tie it off. And all you're doing is rolling. So I put my thumb in between the two pieces of the 160 and roll. Okay? Now at this point, if you want a really tight look on here, get your pink one out. And you suck the air out of it.
Oh, okay, everyone. Don't do that.
You can also pull it out with this end, but it's way more complicated. So I do it that way. I tend to not do that very often. On the big cheer board that I did with the gold flower in the middle, I did that 100%. But for these little guys, you don't necessarily need it. But I wanted to show you the trick. It's just you're sucking the air out. Yeah, you don't really want to do that. There's powder on here. It's not great for you. But do as I say, not as I do.
You're telling them to suck the air out.
Well, you can use other methods. That's the one I had handy at the moment.
Carletta has to watch on the replay because she had a meeting earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
And thank you, Carletta, for your donation.
Yes, you missed where I thanked you. Thank you so very much. I showed the bags. Everything's going out tomorrow. Okay.
Grip strength.
It's that hand.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I am trying to get this done for you.
And Melba Hogan from Houston is here.
Hi, nice to meet you, Melba.
She's a little bit light.
That's okay. We don't keep track and we won't tell anyone, I promise.
Yeah. Plus, you can watch us on the replay on Facebook or YouTube.
You sound like a commercial now.
Hey, I did a Japanese TV show, so I'm good.
He did, guys. He's famous in Japan.
I got paid $200 and got free food.
Woohoo! for a whole TV show.
A couple places. I got abalone and Killer Taco.
When we lived in Hawaii, a friend of ours is from Japan, and she had this hookup of these TV producers that wanted to come and do like a Man About Town segment in the town of Hawaii that we live in.
Kailua Kona.
Kailua Kona, Hawaii. And don't they pick the big guy to do it? It was so funny to watch. He had to eat all this like local food. Big hardship, I know. But the talking was hilarious.
Sam Masubi.
My hand is not loving this tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I will get it. Just bear with me. My fingers are not responding like they normally do, so the air is pushing back out. Like I told you we don't want to have happen.
Carletta's been watching the YouTube for hours for us. Thank you.
See, I can't get my hand to open up fast enough. Thank you, Carletta. We appreciate that so much. There we go.
Melissa, yes, you can do this with a hand pump.
It's just really hard.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder. And the one thing about if you're doing 5 inches and 1/60s, you actually need a 160 pump.
Yeah.
Hand pump.
Hand pump. This one is not going to cut it to get the 1/6 like here, even with the neck on it, to try. I can't even do it so they can see it. To try and get that on there. Yes, you can do it. Kind of. I can't tonight apparently, but with all the other balloons and everything in the area, it's really hard. So get the 160 version of the hand pump. That's a little bit easier. But really, the Legenda is going to be your best friend for this. I have to tell you.
For any kind of distortion, be it.
It makes just life easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so stuffing in. That last one got really small because I didn't get enough air in it.
Emily, that's how I looked when I was trying to do the Shamrock struggle bus.
It's real, isn't it?
Hey, I seen a meme where the struggle bus was hooked up to a tow truck.
That's me today. See, and I'm making these too big. How is clogging tonight, Emily? Are you working on like a competition or a performance coming up? I haven't forgotten. I'd still love to see videos.
Posting clogging videos on the Balloon website or on the Balloon Facebook page.
Facebook page, yeah. But you can just send them to me privately if you want. If not, if you don't mind, I'll put them up. I think that's awesome. I support all endeavors.
What Reno's High Float is organizing a convention in Reno in 2026. Do you know anything about it? No, this is the first time.
I haven't heard about that. I like that they're planning well in advance. That's nice. We'll probably have to go, Randy.
Twist and Shout was
either last weekend?
Last weekend. Because I've seen a few things on it.
I didn't see nearly as much as what we normally do, though.
Algorithms.
Yeah, probably. All right. I got 5 of these darn things done.
Oh, there goes Emily. Good. I used to do it for exercise, but Mom puts on there, M was a world champion clogger. Oh, so
wow.
Emily's just downplaying
She's
it.
being modest. All right. Well, now we know what we're dealing with. So, Mom, send the videos. I want to see. That is fantastic. I love clogging, and I think that's just amazing. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. Danny, I'll send you the link to our YouTube video with the beaded balloons.
Oh, yeah.
And that way you can see it. We slid them down the poles.
Yes. All right. So you end up with your little petals, right? There's different ways you can do this. I'm going to show you my favorite way for the best outlook, okay, or the best look, finished look. You can tie these together, absolutely, and have them go all wonky. I don't like that. I like very controlled petals. Shocker, I know. So what I do is I blow up a 5-incher and I figure out where it's going to sit nicely to give me the look. I'm not a big fan of having it out this way. To me, it's too far and you get gapping in between the petals. Like if you were to do both of those like that, like, well, that's not too bad. But sometimes the way they turn out, it looks like they're really far apart. So I like to do them just a little bit further up the flower.
Jennifer, I got lots of videos.
Okay. From one mom to another. We love to see these kids just do so well. Okay. Then I'm going to put the next one on and I'm going to glue. So I always dry fit. Always dry fit. Okay. So there we go. We're getting there. The next one's going to go on.
Marlene, if you have the info, please post it in the group. Feel free to post that stuff. Anyone else, if they know of any conventions, please post it to the group.
Yeah, because that's something that helps everybody. Okay, next one. This one was my little guy, but that's okay. He can still work. And see, that's the thing. Even though he's smaller than the other ones, it will still work because I'm gluing it on. If I was tying it on, it would be really obvious that it's the wrong size. But from the back, you're not going to notice. And that's where this comes in. This way of doing it helps that. I can't even talk.
Elise, we got our Legenda from Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a few cents more expensive from Amazon, but you get it the next day delivered.
Yeah. But a lot of the ladies in the group have ordered it from Temu successfully and done very well. So if you're interested in that, I think...
Danny's posted a
the
link
links before,
I believe. But yeah, you can get it from Temu. And like we said, they
were pretty quick. Yeah, they said. So there you go. There's your little distorted flower. You would go back and clean up your little bits off the back. Okay. And then you could come and you could do like the flower, the basket just full of flowers would be really cute. Right? You could do like another one here, 2 on the back and one up top kind of thing, leaning forward. It would be so cute. In with some tulips. I think tomorrow, if my hand's feeling better, I'll do it up and I'll post a picture. How cute it'll be. All right. Did everyone get that? I'm sorry. I have to apologize. I was not very good at explaining everything tonight.
Just keep rewatching. I'll post it on YouTube.
If you have questions, message, and I can do like updated videos. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe tomorrow, if my hand's feeling better, I'll redo the video for that part. But if not, try it and experiment with it. You have to practice to get better at anything, okay? And ballooning is no different. So do your practicing, figure out what works for you, because what works for me might not work for you. Everyone's strengths are different in their hands. You know, work on your strength and your dexterity. I tell everyone to, grab a pencil or a pen and work on spinning your pen, okay, to work on that dexterity, get your other fingers involved. That's important. A stress ball or a 5-inch balloon, blow it up. Tie it off loose and just sit here and squeeze the ever-loving you-know-what out of it. Okay?
Okay, so...
You could fill it with sand, too, and do the same thing.
Emily was asking, would you attach the flower with glue dashes?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
You could, if you were going to do like a little bouquet, you could do some green little leaves out the side but yeah, I would glue that on just there with a little glue and up here with a little glue to hold it stationary.
Yeah. And we're going to have to do the leaf for Christina some other time. How about we just do a video?
We have it in the Crescent. We'll send her that video.
Okay.
Okay. Christina, we're going to give you access to one of our videos already in our library that has it in there. You're going to get the whole design, but that's okay. And it has a very detailed on how to do the leaf. Okay. So look for an email from Vimeo, or no, she won't get that because you're just going to give her access. She's already got access to other things, right? In Vimeo?
We'll figure it out.
You'll get an email or we'll message you. One of the two.
Yeah.
I ran out of time. I'm sorry. If my hand was a little better, I would have been faster today and got it all done. Such is life.
I'm losing stuff on this because it keeps refreshing.
Okay.
Some people use hot glue. Do you?
No, I don't. I've tried it. First of all, you would need a low temp glue gun. You don't want to use hot because that'll pop everything. But even I have found I've tried a few different low temp glue guns because I thought, well, maybe it was just the first one that I got. They're still too hot for a lot of the finer stuff. And I really hate the webs that come off of it. I like the ease of when I'm installing. Everyone saw me on the weekend doing this, right? I come through and I just have it in my pouch, my apron, and they go up really quick and they go exactly where I want to put them. With the 260s, you have the cost of the 260 in there, which is a little bit more than 2 glue dashes. And then you still have to mess around with it when you get to your final destination. What I do is I do most of my clouds, and then I put the 5 inches on after the fact when we're at the location. So I never want to be too long at the venue or someone's house. So this is speed for me.
Yeah. Elise, I did send you the link to the Vimeo stuff. We also sent out email telling you how to be able to watch all the Vimeo stuff. So you got one email from Looneyballooneydesigns, and then you should have another one, which
from Vimeo.
From Vimeo, which I hate, but Vimeo seems to always go to a spam folder
for whatever reason. So check your spam. And it should be there.
Yeah, and
if it isn't, message me and let me know. But I know he was.
Yeah, and plus, how to do the Vimeo. You have a link to our YouTube channel to how to be able to watch the Vimeo.
So we've had a lot of people struggle with how to get signed on to watch the videos with Vimeo. So Randy sat down and did a nice video of, and it's on YouTube, on how to work within Vimeo to see the videos. So you have both of those there for you. Okay. Yeah. If you can't find them, if they've gone into the oblivion, let me know. We'll resend, but you should have them in your spam folder.
What is the pink color? That was
fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Or fuchsia. I love this color. As a pink, it's a really nice color. It's not as warm as I used to really love. The Qualitex rose color was a little bit more warmer color, but I've really come to love this one. All right.
And Sandra, she loved watching us tonight.
Nice. I'm glad. I hope you all learned just a little something.
Yeah. And also,
I have notes. The man is trying to help me along here, so he's been printing out notes for me. Last week, I totally just blew them off. I didn't even say any of it. Coming up Tuesday, March 4th, that's this Tuesday, we have our Balloon Business 101 webinar, okay? It's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you live in a different time zone, please check that out and see what you have to adjust for, okay? Would hate for you to miss any of it, but again, it gets recorded, so you can watch it after the fact. The cost for that class is $40 Canadian, $30 US, $30 Euro, and 25 pounds sterling. And that class is, we talk about things you need to consider when opening a business, when starting a business. We talk about registering your business. We talk about insurance. We talk about marketing plan. We talk about business plan, grants, all that sort of stuff. And it's a great class. I love teaching that one. Then March 23rd at 1 p.m., that's a Sunday, we have our next balloon making webinar. We are going to be making, I call them marquees or number stacks. We're going to do a single digit number stack and a double digit number stack. Flyer and everything will be going up for that tomorrow. That one we just set the date for. And that cost is going to be 100 Canadian, 80 US, 75 Euro, and 65 pounds. Please understand, we're not arbitrarily just changing the totals for different countries. That is the exchange rate to our Canadian dollar. Okay, we've done all that in advance, so you don't have to worry about that.
I did it on my calculator thingy.
Well, aren't you special?
I is.
And then we have our next Pricing Your Designs webinar coming up Tuesday, March 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. And that's the same pricing as the Balloon 101. Any of our webinars, business side, are always the same amount. So, and Pricing Your Designs, you get a spreadsheet with that I've been working on for almost 5 years. And we talk, each one is about a 3-hour. The Balloon Business 101 and Pricing Your Designs is about 3 hours. The Balloon Marquee stack, you're looking at about 3 to 4 hours. Okay. But that's at the marquee stacks are at 1 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah. Seems like everyone was able to come.
Yep.
People have stuff to do, we understand.
Yep.
But it does get recorded, and we will, like Elise, if you still have problems, I can get on a call with you and help walk you through it. So.
Yep. And again, if for anyone that came in later, we have our donation aprons, our little thank you for your donation. Any donation of $20 or more, we send you out one of our branded aprons that you get to have. And so these are all going in the mail tomorrow. So we want to thank, again, Angie, Millie, Carletta, Audrey, Maureen, Elise, and Christina for your donations last week. I love you all so very much.
Yeah.
Randy picked out the color. Isn't he good?
And also, just to let you know, that lady made me sit over a hot
Iron.
He
did them
all day.
All day. Whoa, the smallest violin. He's better at it. You have to do the heat transfer, you have to get above it and hold it down really hard. I'm not that tall. I can't get over it. So he does it easier. So
is the price for a webinar the same for a one-on-one course?
No.
If you go look at for the one-on-one stuff where we have Zoom calls with Tess, that's very personalized. You can buy by the hour. We
have a 1 hour, a 3 hour, and a 6 hour option for a one-on-one with me. The 1 hour is $85 Canadian. And I can't remember the 3 and the 6.
Yeah.
And that hour could be whatever you want. I had a lady from a neighboring town last week that paid me for an hour to help her figure out how to rig up balloon drop netting, okay, in one of our venues here. And I was very happy to do so. Okay, so that's what those are for.
Melissa, the 101 class is on
Tuesday, March 4th, this coming Tuesday. And I'd like to think you get good bang for your buck. You get notes and all of that too. And those are all recorded. You get to watch them back. Okay. So yeah. What was that was Melissa. Okay, Trish, not a problem. Thank you. All right. Well, we are going to say goodnight for tonight. I'm going to take a shower and put this arm on ice probably again. And we will see you next week, unless you're part of the Balloon Business 101, in which case I'll see you on Tuesday. And I think that was it, right, Randy, for the announcements?
Yes.
Did I do okay?
You did wunderbar.
Oh, thanks. Last week we got off and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even say about our upcoming stuff. All right. Have a good week, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you got a good giggle at Randy's expense. And we will see you all next week. Enjoy your journey of ballooning itself. Bye.
Bye. I need to put her to bed.